Look at that. There we go. I finally actually did what I said I was going to do, and I figured out a method to start displaying all the channel stickers that I got. So, plus it kind of makes the back look a little better. You don't see the pile of jank labels that are sitting over there. That aside, welcome back. Time to dust off the old bones of something that I love. A little bit of Magic Monday. And this one comes courtesy of the proprietor of everybody's favorite YouTube speakeasy. That would be Milo at Trading Cards. As part of his Epic Mail Day last week, he included 2 packs of Magic that I had never seen before. Granted, it was at the time when I was out of Magic, which basically lasted from 1999 until probably about 2018, so that was a very long gap. But he included a pack. Whoa. Come on, there we go. Saviors of Kamigawa. I'm wondering now if the background is going to cause issues. It might. But we will soldier on. And a pack of Magic Conspiracy. He did mention in his comment that this was the third in the original Kamigawa block, which I did not know they did because, again, it was in the time period when I was absent from it. This one was released later in 2014, and because I am now a researchman, that's right, a researchman, that is the official fancy-sounding title. I did a little digging, and we're going to start with Saviors of Kamigawa. I don't know. We're going to figure out this background thing together, though, folks. This one came out in June of 2005, as said. The third in the Kamigawa block. The first 2 were Champions of Kamigawa and Betrayers of Kamigawa. This one was released in June of 2005, and it was the 35th. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing. The 35th expansion. So we're going to get into it. Maybe. All right. But we have 15 card booster, and again, I hadn't opened Magic in a long time before I started up again, and I have never opened any of these sets. So, if it's anything like, I'm going to assume the Kamigawa that came out recently, the artwork is going to be fantastic. So we're going to take a little bit of time. We're just going to enjoy some old school Magic. We got the Torii Watchward. Yep. We're going to get some good artwork, I got a feeling. Shinin of Fury's Fire. Look at that. We got Moonbow, almost said Moonblow, but Moonbow Illusionist. Moonfolk Wizard. Nice artwork. The Shinin of Life's Roar. Oh, is that like a lava cat? Yeah, it is. Kagamaro's Clutch. Yow. Enchant creature. Gets -X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Well, you better have a big hand if you're cast... Actually, no, it doesn't matter because that's mana. Man, that could really hurt something there. We got the Shinin of Stars Light. That is beautiful. Is that... I thought it was like little koi. Cut the Earthly Bond. Sakura Tribe Scout. A Snake Shaman Scout. Ooh, I may play a land card, or put a land card from my hand into play. Comes in handy. Kuro's Taken. Sorry. A Rat Samurai. Love me a good Rat Samurai. Kitsune Bone Setter. Again, the artwork is just... What are you? Into the Fray. It's an arcane. Splice onto arcane. As you play an arcane spell, you may reveal this card from your hand and pay its splice cost. If you do, add this card. Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. So if you have something with arcane, and then you pay an extra mountain, you can add this card, this ability onto it. That's a fascinating mechanic. I'm going to have to look into that. The Ghost Lit Nourisher, beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful artwork. What in the world? Gaze of Adamaro. Oh, for a second it looked like the old eye gouge, but that's some sort of beam. Okay, and here's one of the arcane thing. Deals damage. Okay, so let's say you have a bunch of mountains. Deals damage equal to the number of cards in target player's hand to that player. So you could do that, and where is our little guy? Arcane this onto it, and then force one of his creatures to attack. Don't know why you would, but you could. That's interesting. Very interesting mechanic. The Ghost Lit Stalker. And our final one, Thoughts of Ruin. Each player sacrifices a land for each card in your hand. I have a card that I've been dealing with on, let's see, what gets the nod first? Probably Rat Samurai. He's going to get the nod right there. I have a card that I've been playing with a lot on Arena, and if you can couple it right, it's very dangerous. Essentially, step one, it's a 3-card saga. Step one, it destroys all the lands on the battlefield, yours and your opponent's. Then in step 2 of 3, each player returns 2 lands from their graveyard to the battlefield, and that repeats for the 3rd time. But if you have something where you can exile your opponent's graveyard, which I coupled this with, basically you could destroy 10 of their lands and they can't get them back. So the land destruction thing is a really fascinating little mechanic. And I've won a lot of games out of rage quits over it. And the final pack here, Magic the Gathering Conspiracy. Actual specific release date, June 6th, 2014. It was a supplemental set, and actually, from what I was reading, it was the first ever set that Magic made that was focused on multiplayer. And I have actually played some multiplayer Magic with 3 other people. So we had a game of 4 going, and it definitely is different. It changes the strategy a lot. So this was the first one back in 2014 that focused solely on the multiplayer aspect of it, which I find incredibly fascinating. And this one opened a lot easier, which I find incredibly fascinating and helpful. So we're going to get into it. Another 15-card booster of Conspiracy, and let's get into it. Grixis Illusionist. That is nice looking. Brago's Representative, Brago or Brago, however he wishes to pronounce it with a hat like that, I am not going to argue. Reckless Scholar, aren't we all? Mana Geyser, that sounds like a bad time. Shoreline Ranger, beautiful artwork. Liliana's Spectre, Creature Spectre, ooh, you're creepy. Sylvala's Enforcer, an Elf Warrior. Okay, so Dark Elf Warrior. Unhallowed Pact. When enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. I wonder if that would work on your opponents, too. Never actually played that card. Because normally I've seen the one with enchant a creature you control, and when it dies, return it to the battlefield. But I wonder if that would work for an opponent's creature. I don't see why it wouldn't. Interesting. Valor Made Real. That is really nice looking. Nature's Claim. Again, very nice looking. Treasonous Ogre. To be fair, that would probably be the worst kind. Whenever this creature, dethrone, attacks the player. Oh, okay, see, here's part of the multiplayer thing. Whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay, so if you're playing 3 people and you go after whoever has the most life, maybe because they don't have a defense set out, this now 2/3 now becomes a 3/4. And that would continue as long as you had it. Fascinating. I like that. Death Reap Ritual. Morbid. At the beginning of each turn, if a creature died this turn, you may draw a card. Okay. Raito Lantern. Very nice looking card. Ooh. Marquesa the Black Rose. Legendaries might be what would turn into the Commanders. Oh, that is a nice looking card. That one, I think, gets my vote so far. Brago's Favor. Conspiracy. And the final, we have an emblem of Dak Faden. Whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more permanents, gain control of those permanents. Holy crap, what planeswalker are you attached to? That would be incredible. So say you cast a spell that targets a specific thing and then you snatch it. But that could be a double-edged sword, because what if the target you were going to do was going to be to kill it? Would that mean then you gain control of it and then do damage to it? Interesting. More research is required. But that said, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, and I think Marquess of the Black Rose, love that design. Definitely, I would say one of the top ones for me. But that was it. Milo, man, you keep on delivering the awesome. The jank box is stuffed because of you, and I've got a lot of additional cool stuff to go through. So this has been a Magic Monday, and a very, very, very fun Magic Monday. 2 packs that I never thought I would see before, one of which I didn't even know existed, the Saviors of Kamigawa. Now opened, so we can all enjoy. Make sure to check out Milo, link to his channel down below. Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow for some TTM action.